All right, Sunday night, and it's sad day. Bitcoin, I guess at least I tried. So let's try to solve some coding problem under 40 minutes as usual. And this stream is for entertainment purposes only. And let me quickly first check that everything is working fine. So, all right. Wi-Fi seems so bad today. So most likely you won't see anything anyway, but let's see. All right. Now, let's see what the problem we've got today. So, pick one. Easy problem. Yes, 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 yes. That's all we need. So, when this is the hard day like this today, it's good to solve an easy problem. Plus, alcohol never facilitates solving coding problems. All right, given two binary strings, A and B, return their sum as the binary string. All right. So it's actually very easy. String result. Then it's initially empty one. All right, so we go for int I. So we need to go in reverse order. So we start with whatever. Oh, let's say we do it like this. We start with 0, right? We then say I is less than whatever max between A length and B length. Right, I plus plus. Too much. So we need Boolean here that will say next order. Let's say it's false by default. So every time two numbers add up to 2, we add next order. All right. And then if it's next order and then these are 1 and 1, so they add up to 2, it's next order. So it can be more than that. Okay, let's have an unsigned integer rate, or is it uint 8 t like this? Let me check. Like this. All right. So it's 0. So technically it can go up to 2. So all right. So now Atoy is so we know this is char rate. So we can basically say Int AI is so what's this is basically I length actually we can make it like 1, right? But then how it goes to 0 when it goes to the less or equal to, then we say I. All right, so we say if this thing is greater or equal, or let's say like this, less than 0, right? So it's negative, then we say 0, otherwise this. Same for B. All right, this way we start from the bottom, right? We should say minus 0, minus 0. So to convert char to integer. Now, once we have that, sum A and B. So basically is like this, right? No. So the idea is we sum two numbers, right? And then we say %2. And the remainder part, so let's say we have, we also have next order, right? All right, so we say that the result is plus equal, how do we talk to string, right? To string, and then what it will be, AI plus BI plus next order, and all of that should be order should be %2, right? We actually even may have this sum equal to this, right? So we don't need to do this twice. It's okay to spend one. To spend a few bytes. It's basically 1 byte on this one, because we know that the sum is unlikely to get more than 256, I would say, right? Because this is 0 or 1, right? This is 1. The next order is, it's every time it can be whatever left. So this is sum by 2, and then next order is equal to sum divided by 2. Right, should work. And then we return result. So we spent 10 minutes. Let's see how it goes. Overflowed. Interesting. Let's see. This is weird, especially for the first example. Overflowed. See out AI. Oh, let's start with actually I, right? I is equal to, right? And we say what? Let's just say I. We know that we need to subtract it from the end, or we just count it from the end, like first, second, and so forth. Then AI is AI, and BI equals to BI, right? And then next, we know that this is next order, is next order, and we finally create one. So run the code. Seriously, nothing? This is weird. So it's definitely, so if it's negative, right, it says 0. Otherwise, it should be this, which is if it's 0, it's 0. If it's 1 here, then it's 1. Alright, let me try int first, just to check why it fails. Int AI, BA is 1. Why we can't assign it then? And next should be 0. Why it says it's nothing? Interesting. So within everything, I guess will work. No, still nothing. Addition of unsigned, offset, overflowed. Seriously? So we try to add 1, 1, and 0 here, and it says it's too much. Like it should be 2, so it should say 2% 2 is 0, we add 0 to the result. And actually we say something like this, we say it's a string plus result, right? Because we start from the end. But still it's weird, I don't understand. Addition of unsigned. Maybe this. But it says addition specifically, and just don't see any unsigned integers here. It's all int. All right, let's go crazy. Yeah, obviously doesn't understand this, but why I can't sum 3 integers? This is weird. Am I crazy? Am I missing something? This is int, this is int, this is int. Everything is integer. Alright, let's Google it. I have no idea what's the problem. It's like, it's super weird. To index k minus 1 element of v, which is 0 minus 1 or minus 1. Ah, alright, so now it makes sense. So it seems like the indices here let's check this one or the B one, because we know that the B is less, right? But it looks good to me. I mean, it doesn't fail here, right? It specifically fails Char 9. Is it just this thing? Let me check. It would be super weird if it is. All right, now it makes sense. I think actually that was passing, right? But what was not passing is that is something here was wrong. But at least it shows something here, right? So it's still here. So I is what? So it sounds to me like, all right, so we go here, we have to, then we say a length 2 minus 2 is 0, right? Is it less? No. So we go this way. If it's 0 though, we go to 0, and then it say, I can't do this. Or should we just say I here? Is it this that buzzers the compiler? I just don't understand. It looks weird to me. So if it's less than I, right? So in this case 2 and length of v is 1, obviously we should just return 0, right? Or assign 0 to this one. Run the code. What? Oh man. This is why. Okay, yeah, I see. Alright, so the output is 1 0 and expected is 1 1 0. Right, so once we finish with this and we still have next order, so we say if or while next order is not equal 0, what do we do? We basically say the same thing here, right? Basically now we divide Right, so we need this next order here then. Next order %2 and then next order divided by 2. And we add result this and this. Alright, makes sense. Run the code. And what's the result? Hooray, it works! Sounds like. So let's comment out this thing, because I think so. We have what, 10 to the power of 4, right? So 10 to the power of 4 is it unsigned 16? I think so. I think it can pass with unsigned 16, so we can save a little bit of memory here, which is nice, although I'm not sure if we can pass this thing to unsigned 16, but let's try one more time. Not the fastest solution, maybe you can do this just with binaries, because those are, 0 1s, and you can convert two strings to integer at the beginning and then sum them and convert to binary. Oh man, but whatever, let's try and submit. All right, we passed all the checks. It's 4 milliseconds and ran out of beer, unfortunately. So let's just run a few more times to see. I think in terms of memory we did the best, right? We can go lower than this one. So let's use forward sophisticated debugging tools from here and submit a few more times. So we got 4 milliseconds, 6.7. Fair enough. Alright, 6.8 is worse actually, but still 4 milliseconds. Alright, so let's just submit. Let's try to get again this combination, 4 milliseconds. It's going up. What the heck? Is this time will be better? We had 6.7, so let's try to get 6.7. Hopefully the final submission. And no. And no. 6. It's getting worse. The heck. Oh man, you're kidding me. The memory. What the heck was memory? So we need this one, right? I guess you need to know where to stop. So this one was the best one. Can I just go with this? I don't understand this course there. Whatever. Let's submit one more time. Hopefully we're getting best of the best. No. Oh, we hit 0 in terms of time. Interesting. But memory was 7 megabytes. Also interesting. So can we get 0 and 6.7? Oh man. Alright, I stop here. I'm fine with 116 points total. So let's switch to the whiteboard. Now we have, oops. And 16, and the total is 116. So we did good in general. So we can be slightly happier person. All right, thanks everyone, and see you tomorrow on Monday. Bye.